Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Finished up my workday a little bit ago, so I decided to go ahead and get ahead on this video here for today. I'm going to open this Fairfield repack box of football cards. But first, my friend Ken gave me some more random scorecards, which we'll get to. But he had a few of these. He got a couple of Fairfield boxes, and he had some extras that he wanted to hand off to me. So we got these Drake's Big Hitters to start off with. And these are from, let's hold the card upside down and we can't read it, correct? It's from 1985, looks like 1985. So we had Keith Hernandez, Gary Matthews, Juan Samuel, and Darryl Strawberry. These cards are in super condition, well-centered, nice edges, cornering, etc. Then we have some 90 score. These are part of the traded set. You see they're numbered with the suffix T there behind each number. So we'll just rapid fire through these guys real quick. Bryn Smith. Rick Cerrone, I probably mispronounced it, Steve Avery. That is his rookie card. So we have Derek Bell. We have a handful of just what I'd consider some journeyman players there, there's Dennis Boyd, also known as Oil Can Boyd, spent a lot of his career in the Boston Red Sox team. And then we have Tim Drummond. So a lot of journeyman players, a lot of players that, were the backbone of many of their organizations, but just weren't star players. And then we have Wayne Andrews. And we end with a second-year card there of Ivan Rodriguez. Very nice. So thank you for those, Ken. I appreciate those. And I'll have to get some of these separated into my stacks of other sets that I've got going on off camera. So we're going to go ahead and open this Fairfield football repack box. I believe this is the first football repack box that we've done on the channel. So it says 1 and 4 contain a hit. There you see all the Fairfield information. So let's go ahead and crack this from the bottom, and that's one way to look to tell if your box has been searched to. If you go to Walgreens and the box is on the hanger and it's you got those flaps, chances are somebody's popped that open to peek to see if they could see a hit or see what maybe the pack of cards that they're going to get. And I have no idea what pack we're going to get because it's the first one we've opened. So it looks like 2020. Wow, that's pretty nice. 2020 Leaf Draft football cards. Even though I'm not real big on the draft, those kind of cards, some people really like them. So let's go ahead and see who we ended up with on this. Who do we have here? We start with Patrick Hunter. Not familiar with him, from 94 Fleer. So baseball is not my strong suit. You all know this. Now we're starting to get into the deep water here. So I'm going to be way out of my element on this. Not even going to try his name. Now, I did have football cards in the early 90s. Kind of went crazy like I did with some of the baseball. I did have some of these Pro Line. I like these borderless cards. Have a little information about the player on the back. Of course, I haven't heard of that guy, but I'm sure some of you longtime Redskins fans have. Pro Set had these Super Bowl cards that, I don't think this is one of them, but it just showed different Super Bowls. This one shows Joe Montana's locker. I believe this might have been the Hall of Fame as well. But they had different cards that highlighted different eras of football. Some different Super Bowls were highlighted. Maybe some All-Pro games, Football Hall of Fame. So I really like those where you can get a little history lesson. So this on the front, it kind of shows you, it has a picture here. Then on the back, it has a little map that tells you what all the pieces were that were in the picture on the front. So I do like that. Doesn't look like we've got any star players at the moment, but we will see. Joe Valerio, maybe? I don't know. Not familiar. I'm sure you football card guys will enlighten me. Because I know when we have baseball, and I'm totally lost, you guys will definitely let me know. So I'm hoping that some of y'all with your football knowledge will be able to help me out here a little bit. Again, I just enjoy opening packs, enjoy seeing what we can pull. Andre Rison, I'm familiar with him growing up in the Indianapolis area. So a lot of my Colts, I'm going to know them, except this guy. How ironic I say that, but looks like we got all sorts of different brands. I'm seeing Top and Fleer and all sorts of different years represented. Baltimore Ravens, I know this is an 07 because I'm familiar with the basketball and the baseball of that year. Obviously, I got an 07 Kevin Durant back there. That's the white version insert. Then we have NCAA All-Americans, Alan Page. That name sounds familiar. Got some vintage ones here. That's in really nice condition. Of course, they say vintage, and it's looks like it's 1982, maybe? Yeah, 1982. Really nice. Then we have, I'm not even going to go there. It's Bajordan or something like that. These look like mid-2000s, maybe. Got a couple rookies there. Don't know how good they are. So hopefully we have some good ones coming up. I could have a gold card or gold mine of a card here and not even know it. Who's this one? DJ Swearinger. Name sounds familiar, but not ringing a bell. Hey, Emmitt Smith. Very nice. Very nice. I think that might be a rookie. Let me flip that over and see. Certainly does look like we pulled an Emmitt rookie, so that's very nice. I like that one. We'll set that one aside. You know, the Cowboys fans will be happy to see that one. And we have Benardrick McKinney, some Prism rookie. Don't know much about that fella. Who do we have here? Brandon Marshall, a little familiar with that name. Then we have a insert here, Pro Bowl, Patrick Peterson of the Cardinals. I was trying to see if it was numbered, so I apologize if I got hit you with the glare there. Ricky Waters, of course, I know he played, I believe he played with the Dolphins for a while. Rod Woodson, All-Pro card, I believe that's 1988. But we're dealing with 1990. I always get the late 80s football cards confused. I never did have many of them. I know it's not 86, because that's where your Jerry Rice rookie is, and that is a green-bordered set. I am familiar with that one. We have Ricky Williams. Did he play with the Dolphins, or am I thinking of somebody else? I'm not sure. Maybe it's later in his career. Andy Dalton, Bengals quarterback. I think he just recently got traded. I'm sure somebody will let me know. I want to say he went to the Cowboys, but I could be wrong. Tyrod Taylor, Steve Wilson. I like that vintage card. Let's see when that one's from. This one is from, it's not giving me a year, 1980. It's a 40-year-old card in really good condition. We have some Upper Deck right there. You can see how similar that this Upper Deck card is to their baseball line about this time. Not sure what year that is. 2002. It might be some kind of throwback, because it's showing an 01. So I think they did some throwbacks. I know baseball did some throwbacks. This is a pro set. I think I have a box of that up there ready to open. Who's this? Devonta Freeman. Excuse me, Atlanta Falcons. So I don't think we're going to get a hit in this one. Roger Craig. No, he played with the Raiders for quite a long time. Let's see if we're going to just flip it over like that and go that route. Archie Manning. Donruss. So it's a base set card, number 200. Didn't get that on the screen, I apologize. So there you go. Archie Manning. Devontae Parker. Looks like we got a handful of newer things, newer cards here. Some of them I'm just not familiar with. I see Ryan Tannehill coming up. Quarterback for the Dolphins. Then we got some cards flipped around again. So we'll... thought that was a baseball card for a minute. Had that satin jacket. Figured it was looked like a Pirates, but it's a Steelers. We have an official card. Officials, I should say. I knew NASCAR had cards of their officials, which I thought was pretty cool. And this, we're just not winning this round of quality control at all. So we have Mike Merriweather. Who's this? These Pacific cards I didn't care much for, but I'm sure they were nice for people just to, if you were starting a collection or just getting into collection, having cards that were relatively inexpensive were probably nice for a lot of people. See if you like getting into it or not. Jesse Small. Here's one of those Super Bowl tickets cards that I thought that we had earlier, but it's nice. Always like these. Tell you where it was played, the score. Has the facsimile ticket there on the front. Let's see what we have on the back, if it just gives you a little bit of information there about the game. So just quick little tidbits. I enjoy digesting information like that. Thomas Benson, not familiar with him. Topless guy here, let's see who that is. Marquez Pope, no clue. Who's the guy with the hat? Mystery guy. Mark Rippon. Okay, so Mark Rippon. Of course, I'm familiar with Mark Rippon. I guess I thought it was Steelers, but it's Redskins there. Mark, of course, was a co-owner of Chad Little's Bush team back in 1993, 1994, 1995, when the team moved to Cup in 96. They sold to Roush in 1997, so that's how I'm familiar with Mark Rippon. Besides, I did watch him win one of those early 90s Super Bowls. Pat McAfee, I believe he works for WWE now as a commentator. Of course, longtime Colts kicker. Blake Bortles, I don't know. Some of these guys have names that are not pronounced the way they are spelled. And our final card of the day is Jimmy Smith. So we got a mixture of some, a few vintage, some junk wax, and some newer stuff. Again, I'm pretty sure that's a rookie. If it is, we'll get it sleeved up here in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and open our 2020 Leaf Draft Pack. Not sure what we're going to have inside of it. Don't think there's going to be anything special, as there's no odds on the pack, which leads me to believe this was probably pulled out of a blaster box. A little disappointing that they do that. Henry Ruggs III. Another Henry Ruggs III, All-American. Albert Oh My Gosh Baum. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Brett Favre, flashback. And Tua Tagovailoa. I believe he was the quarterback for Alabama. He did have an injury in mid-season. And there you go. So that is it on this this football blaster box. I like that Favre. I'll probably have to sleeve that one up too. I don't know if that's a parallel or not, or if it's just black and white because it's a flashback. I'm going to check that Emmett card in just a moment. So anyway, we're holding steady at 118 subs. Hopefully we can get that sub number keep creeping up here. Haven't had a sub in a few days, but I know that happens. The weather gets nice, people get out, and they just don't worry about YouTube that much. But don't worry, hang in there. We'll get it headed in the right direction. We'll keep that sub count climbing. Do appreciate everybody watching, the likes, the comments, suggestions, etc., etc. It's all welcome. I do appreciate you guys hanging in there. Wanted to do a little something different today. I thought the football cards would be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And also maybe I can get a little bit of a different crowd in here to kind of check things out and add their 2 cents as well. So once again, I do appreciate all you guys watching. We will have another video. I've got some, tomorrow's video will be a flea market finds video. Sunday we went to a shop down in Indianapolis, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that tomorrow. So we'll do a flea market find video, and I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.